Today I wanted to share, I think I finally got to the worst part of this process of building an Amazon FBA business. Obviously, this is not just my interpretation, but the worst part, the worst, is logistics. Logistics. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the term logistics, refers to the transportation or referring to like moving pieces in a process. But in this case, logistics is referring to the transportation of my goods from the manufacturer to me or to Amazon or to whoever, right? So this week I have been dealing with logistics. Okay, let's just talk about this for a minute. So I had sourced I'm really sourcing 4 products right now, but 2 of them, one of them is done with manufacturing and ready for logistics. And the second one is being manufactured right now. The manufacturing is supposed to be done early next week. Then it will be inspected early next week. And then that one is ready for logistics. So I was just arranging logistics for the first one, and now I am also arranging logistics for the second one. Okay, so I'm talking to a forwarder and the quote is astronomical. I had combined the shipping quote from the first item with the shipping quote from the second item, so they're like together looking huge. Because the quote was higher than I expected, I had to look for other quotes to compare. So I was asking my manufacturer to help me find a quote. And then I had to ask another person who'd given me a quote before if they could give me a quote so I could compare them all and make sure nobody was trying to take advantage of me. And, like all the terminology. So just for a little bit of background here, my background is in writing about software and it's in marketing. I am creative. I can execute on an idea with very little direction. I'm not familiar with looking at like lots of little numbers, calculating things. I have no idea what the ports are. They were asking me what my port is. And, like I was looking at like coastal ports, but then somebody started talking about Huntsville port. I'm located in Huntsville, Alabama in the United States. Somebody started talking about the port of Huntsville. And I was like, how can Huntsville have a port? Huntsville is very much in the middle of the deep south in United States. Like it is inland, right? There's no coast. But there is a port of Huntsville because it has a railroad that comes through it, right? So the port of Huntsville is like, they're carrying things by rail and then dropping them off in Huntsville. So apparently that's my port, the port of Huntsville. It's expensive. Just for some context, I'm going to pay as much in shipping as I did for my whole bulk order for my second product. It'll all work out. Like Steve said, you just have to do it, right? But another scary thing about it is that I have already paid for these bulk orders for the first and second product. These are now mine. I have to entrust these things that I've already paid a lot of money for to these people that are going to ship them to me, and I have to trust that nobody's gonna mess with them, right? And for most of the shipping, they're just gonna be like stored away in a giant shipping container on a boat or on a train or whatever, and nobody's gonna be touching them. But to get them onto that shipping container, somebody is gonna have to touch them, and I have to be able to trust that person. So it's a little bit scary, and I'm sure that once I move through this process, like once or twice, it'll start to be like no big deal. But right now it's like a scary part. It feels like a turning point, a scary turning point, more scary than paying for the bulk order. So that went on this week. But in addition to that, there was some good things. I put in an application to be brand registered on Amazon. Brand registry gives you some special perks on Amazon. For example, you get to have a product page where you get to have like custom graphics and you get to feature all your products on that product page. I think brand registry also makes you able to like unlock putting videos on your listing, your product listing. So that'll be super cool. So anyway, I put in that application for brand registry, and that essentially means like Luli & Cat, it's a real brand. I own it. I have a trademark application for it. And here's what the products are going to look like. And then it's saying like, so Amazon, this is my brand. Nobody else can sell it. So that's what my brand registry application was signifying, and it was approved. So that's great news. So Luli & Cat is an approved registered brand to me on Amazon. So that was cool that was approved. Another great thing that happened is I got product photos back for our first product, which is our napkin holder. So here's my product images with a watermark. So I'm excited about those. Like I said, now I get to take those and make my listing. So that's about it. That's my business update today. Logistics. I'm so looking forward to moving through this. Once they're on a boat, it's going to be a big relief, and I'm just ready to move on to that. So thanks for tuning in today. If you are liking watching our journey, I hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up for some encouragement. That would mean so much to me. So take care, and again, thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.